all your hard work that you're doing to help oppose this project as it stands. He mentioned the feasibility of it. We already have a service, it's called Amtrak, that goes from Miami to Orlando. They lost $46 million in 2013. Tri-Rail between Miami and Palm Beach International, they lost $87 million in 2013. So now we have a company that wants to add a third passenger project, or passenger train in the same market. It absolutely does not make sense, and that's why we question its feasibility and appreciate Congressman Murphy taking it to the Government Accountability Office. Our next speaker, I'd like to introduce Ms. Lynn Magar. She represents District 82 in the Florida House of Representatives. Representative Magar helped co-author with 5 other legislators a letter to the FRA in which they blast the All Aboard Florida plan. Representative Magar and I have spoken about many of the impacts, and she understands the grave safety dangers that All Aboard Florida brings us. Her concerns are shared with many, and I'm pleased she's offered to come and speak with us all here today. Please help me welcome Representative Lynn Magar. Give her Florida Not All Aboard button.
Proud to wear it. Thank you, Casey. Thank you all for coming out here tonight. As I'm out talking to people on my legislative work, whether it's in Palm City or here in Jupiter, there's one thing that people are talking about, and it's All Aboard. Very concerned about this coming in here, changing our way of life, whether it's the real estate values on the river and beyond, it's the boat interest up in Palm City. Some of marine manufacturers and commercial fishermen won't be able to do their job. Here in Hope Sound and Tequesta, the safety aspects. If you are waiting at that track, whether you have a failed freight train or just 2 minutes across in the passenger rail, if you're having an issue, an emergency, seconds save lives. Earlier this year, I must to cross the tracks, and all 3 crossings into Tequesta, the train was across, couldn't get around. So a 15-minute trip to the hospital for me that day turned into almost an hour. If that was a critical emergency, we know what would happen. You can't let this happen to your friends and your family. So please stand with me in talking about this to them. I don't know if any of y'all went to the open houses that All Aboard had, one in West Palm and also in... What'd you think? It was ridiculous. If we did an open house like this as governor, my friend and Senator Joe Negron said we'd be thrown out of office. They were looked to be a science project, except for in a science project you actually use facts and figures that you've assembled from various places. They had people standing in front of their easels explaining their portion of the train. The most ridiculous was the monitors where they showed the boat going through. And when the bridge goes down, the boats all line up very nicely, they queue up, and we know that never happens. With the tide ripping through and the wind on a day like today, you're not all queued up waiting for the bridge to go up or down. You're floating out there and there's someone coming in, cutting you off. We will definitely have it there, and we've got to be ready for that. We've got to stop this train. We need your help. We need you to keep talking to your friends and neighbors. You've got to talk to your elected officials. Not sure that agree with you, but make sure you talk to the federal officials. Make sure you write your senators, Nelson and Rubio. Let them know this is a statewide issue. And for 90% of us here on the Treasure Coast in Jupiter, it's going. So please stand with me, and I stand with you. We have got to stop this train. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative.